It's your perfume in the breeze.
Hi, welcome to Perfume in the Breeze. Thank you for joining Boone and I here by the pool. Today I have a stinker to share with you, a real stinker. It is called Nirvana by an Australian company. It's Australian, it may be a Kiwi, I think it's an Aussie company, called Evocative, and I'd like to show you the bottle right here. It's a small bottle. I think it is 12, in fact it is, it's 12 milliliters. You see that strange colour in a little generic bottle. I put that little sapphire ring around it just to make it look a bit more interesting because it wasn't very exciting. The label's nice enough. So I'm sure you can tell from my stink face that this is not something I'm very keen on. You might think, well then why on earth did you buy it? And I'll tell you why, because I'm an idiot. Because I was reading the second edition of Luca Turin and Tanya Sanchez's book, the Perfume Guide to Perfume, the book. And I'm an oud lover. I'm all about it, especially the real stuff when it's really stinking, blue cheesy and like goat skin and strange, ancient and wonderful. I just love it. So when in his book, he'll list a fragrance, give a 2-word descriptor and then a paragraph. And his 2-word descriptor was oud, which really excited me. And the paragraph said it was very real, very natural, the most authentic oud he'd ever smelled, something to this effect. And so I went online and I found it and I bought it. And it wasn't cheap, it was about 60, I think it worked out at about 60 American dollars, I think, with an exorbitant shipping cost. But I was quite excited for it. I hadn't treated myself to a fragrance in a while and it sounded like something that was right up my street. So I went ahead and I ordered it, and it took quite a while to arrive. I mean, it's coming from Australia, it doesn't surprise me too much, but I was very excited for it. Are you okay, Boone? Catch your breath. Okay. He loves being in the water. He's a very happy doggy. Anyway, so this fragrance, I bought it, and it arrived, and blech. Okay, so in his book, I'm quoting from memory, but he said, I can't even remember what he said, so I'm going to tell you what it says right here on the, what notes that it lists here on the side. It says here, big, ugly red letters, it says, shake before use, because this is an oil-based perfume, it is not a alcohol-based fragrance. The notes are funk, jammy notes, rose, oud, and sandalwood. And then it gives the website evocativeperfumes.com. Now, all of those are absolutely present in this strange fragrance. Squeeze this way a little bit. From bottom to top. So, the well, I should open it and okay, no, I will. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna smell it and I'm gonna tell you all about it. I really don't get that much oud in this at all, but I get a ton of funk, and that funk is a very specific funk, and it comes from castoreum, which is it is part of the reproduction? It is a scent gland used by the beaver for waterproofing, for scent marking, for sexual signaling, and for a couple of different things. Now, I have some actual castoreum tincture, whatever it is, castoreum resinoid, whatever I have it. And so I'm very familiar with how it smells, and it's quite, especially at a high concentration, it is quite unmistakable. On one hand it smells like leather, the castoreum itself. On one hand it smells like leather. And on the other it smells like putrid garbage. So anyway, that is the predominant thing I get out of this, followed by the jammy notes, which are, I think, an osmanthus, or a certain preparation of rose extract that's very jammy and apricot-y. And that adds the sweetness to it. Which, if you really, here's the thing, I really like stinky perfume. I really love animalic fragrances. But this is just not sexy at all. It's just unpleasant to me. You might love it. So there's a rose, the oud, and the sandalwood. Now, the sandalwood is in there at the bottom and it rounds it out. It's not a particularly dry sandalwood. So I'm guessing it's a creamy sandalwood, but they've used a very small amount of it, and everything is hidden behind what I presume is osmanthus and the jammy notes and freaking revolting funk. Now, okay, I'm gonna put a tiny bit on my hand and the palm of my hand, and I'm gonna rub it together, which is not how you're supposed to use a fragrance like this. I'm gonna warm it up a little bit to get a bit of a better idea of how it is once it's woken up. I really don't know why anyone would want to smell like this. It smells like a bit of an accident. It smells like... It's so rude for me to say these things, but it smells a little bit like someone who might have soiled themselves a little bit. Or someone a bit plump and moist who is a bit overripe. It shares that similar overripe aspect with a fragrance called Onda. I have completely forgotten who made Onda, but if you're familiar with it, you'll know. Overripe, as if you are literally rotting on the vine. In a hot climate like this, there is no... Why would you... It's like... No, it's kind of a bit of a... It would punish the people around you to smell like this in a hot climate, especially in somewhere humid. Perhaps in a very cold climate, it would read differently, and it might read more leathery and more refined. But to me, this is just like, it's just slightly revolting, to be perfectly honest with you, and deeply disappointing. I was really looking forward to something quite spectacular. So if you like to smell kind of socially unacceptable, overripe, dirty but not in a fun way, then this is probably a great fragrance for you. But this is not something that I really like very much at all. But that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, so I do some work for a company called Zhivago. If you are not familiar with them, I recommend you visit their website and check it out. ZhivagoFragrances.com. There is a promo code down there in the box, should you wish to buy any of those fragrances. Now, this one, you can probably get it on eBay or from EvocativePerfumes.com. If you have any experience with this fragrance, I would love to know what you think, because I'm sure you smell it in a totally different way than I do. But I hope if you do love this that I haven't ruined it for you, and I hope that if you are considering to buy it and you share my taste, that I've saved you a lot of money and disappointment. But that all being said, I can see how somebody who loves Castoreum would really like this, but I don't think that that person, has many, it's a horrible thing to say, I don't think that person has many friends. This is something to wear, by yourself if you love it, or if you hate everybody that you're forced to spend your day with. If you're a school teacher and you really can't stand your rotten children, or if you work in an office and you literally just despise everyone, then go ahead and wear this, because no one will want to talk to you at all. I'm sorry. Well, thank you for joining me here by the pool today, and I hope to see you again. I have many more beautiful fragrances, Boon, in my collection that I will be reviewing. So come and check back with me, and I'll see you then. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.